What's up? It's your girl, JustJen, and I am at it with another vlog update. Yes, I'm in a different room right now. I'm in the city, staying with my parents in my old bedroom, and I have to be kind of quiet because I've got people around me, so I can't be really loud, and the camera's gonna shake because I have none of my equipment with me. I tried to do this video at least 15 times on my way back from my doctor's appointment yesterday, and the recording just was not picking it up. Something with this new replacement phone, it's like the volume goes in and out and was making really weird sounds. But anyway, hello! It has been 14 days to the date, so I'm literally, today is post-op week 2, and I had my follow-up yesterday after having a Nissen Fundoplication Surgery. Found out yesterday that they ended up having to resect part of my esophagus, so that's a little different and interesting that I didn't know about during like the surgical process. He didn't tell my family that or my husband that. So that was something new and different, which made a lot of sense as to why I was having so much difficulty immediately, like around day 11, post-op day 8 to 11, was having quite a bit of difficulty. But I digress. So at the 1 week mark, I had the best of intentions of trying to get a video up and out, and when I tried to record, I didn't like the way it looked, the way it sounded, and I just didn't feel good. Following any kind of surgery, you're gonna feel weak, you're gonna feel exhausted, and I wasn't able to eat and get the nutrition I needed, so it just took me to a whole new low. Along with that, immediately following surgery, when you have any kind of laparoscopic procedure, you're gonna have gas bubble issues. I mean, not gas like in your gut and needing to go out the tail end of us, but gas in the way of carbon dioxide. So you get usually 5 or 6 teeny tiny, like 1/4 to 1/2 inch incisions, and one of those incisions, its only job is to keep carbon dioxide lifting your belly up and out so that they can see and get visualization, so they don't clip, cut, nick, damage, bruise, or harm any of the other organs. And it allows your stomach lining, the peritoneal lining, the inside of our stomach, to come off of our bowels. Otherwise, it just all kind of smushes together in a compact way. So that carbon dioxide, they can't suction it all out. It takes time to be on the table, and while that gas is constantly kind of going into your body is absorbing it and digesting it and trying to process it, knowing that it's a foreign body. So some of that carbon dioxide gets into your tissues. Usually it's in both your shoulders, under your diaphragm, so it's really hard to breathe. And then in this case, I had it in both shoulders and both of my scapula, so it was really hard to breathe and a lot of pain there. But what was weird, that was the worst part, I think, of the whole first week following that surgery. I'm not one that eats a lot, so getting used to only drinking Boost and breezes and shakes and things like that didn't really bother me. The texture stuff does, so like getting protein shakes in is hard, but other than that, the not being able to eat did not bother me at all. The odd thing that I found was that like day 8, so as I was starting the 2nd week of recovery, I noticed them like a pop where the incision was, like where the stomach is attached to itself. So I guess I'll pause there for a minute and say a Nissen Fundoplication Surgery is where they take your top part of your stomach and wrap it around your esophagus and tack it down with sutures to the other side of the stomach. So it's like corkscrewing your stomach around the esophagus, which is not normally how the stomach is. It's to try and create a new sphincter or a funnel so that food could go down, but acid won't come back up. I've dealt with acid reflux since I was 12 years old. So like 20 years I've been dealing with this and having to be on proton pump inhibitors, which is a fancy class of drugs that basically are Prilosec, omeprazole, Zantac, grenadine, pantoprazole, Protonix, and even Tums. Tums isn't really in that class, but it works to reduce the acid. So I've been on those off and on for so many years and have to sleep at a 90-degree angle. I'm still trying to get used to not having pillows behind me to sleep because it's so different. The surgery worked immediately, but I felt like where the sutures were tacked back, the stomach tacked to itself, I thought there was a pop, and immediately I had acid reflux feelings again. I had much more pain those days following that. It was hard to eat, hard to drink, and so it was very scary these last couple days, nerve-wracking, going, what's going on? Is this normal? Is this not normal? Went to the doctor yesterday. Everything's totally fine. He explained it like, with it being a funnel and it's really tight, and then we did have to kind of reconstruct the bottom part of my esophagus. So things are really swollen, really tender. When you swallow, you're irritating. It's like walking on a sprained ankle. It's uncomfortable. It's not going to kill you, but it's going to be uncomfortable. And so until my body kind of calms down, especially with autoimmune conditions, your body is already like fighting itself all the time. So it's just going to take a lot longer for my body to kind of get used to this new sphincter funnel opening. But otherwise, I'm doing awesome. I didn't bleed during this surgery. That was the biggest risk complication for me. Had to go to a lot of appointments beforehand to make sure that all our ducks were in a row, knowing what we could do if I did start to bleed during surgery, but I didn't, so that's a good thing. And your girl's still doing good, not bleeding afterwards. I still have like really wicked, I don't know if you could see it there. I don't know if I could get it on the camera. There. That is from 14 days ago. 14 days ago, the bruise is still there. Even the bruise on my upper arm, that's from 5 weeks ago. Like, it's still there. So I bruise really easy. I'm not going to show you my bed. My bed's a mess right now, but my legs are still covered in bruises. So it was a high risk surgery for bleeding, but made it through, did great. I've just been cleared to advance my diet, which is good because my stamina is nothing. I've lost 35 pounds in 14 days, maybe 15 or 16 days, but lost a lot of weight. So now I've been allowed to increase my diet to like soft eggs, mashed potatoes, mac and cheese, oatmeal, things like that, like thickening up my diet. So hopefully it'll go great. So far, so good. It is uncomfortable. It sometimes feels like I have pain when I drink or eat, especially when I'm sitting upright. But he just explained that in case anybody else does have this surgery, the pain that you feel, like you said, it's just like walking on a sprained ankle. Your esophagus is still really inflamed, and it has to get used to like stretching again, because every time you eat, your stomach has to be allowed to stretch to allow the food bolus to go through. So sometimes it gets hung up down there, like literally like right here. Sorry, not meaning to do a naughty shot, but it does. It'll get hung up like right at the base of your esophagus, and it's very painful. It feels like a spasm, and it catches you off guard, takes your breath away, but that's all supposed to be normal. And so far so good. I'm gonna keep doing videos. I still have the best of intentions to get like how to prep for surgery. I've done it so many times that I want to get a video about like how to be able to be relaxed before surgery, as well as getting a video about like the list. And so prepping to go to the hospital and be prepared for the follow-up after you have surgery, that is going to be one video. And then I'm going to do another short video where it's going to be what to do, like, so the night before and the days before, you're kind of calm and not stressed out, and hopefully you can get sleep. Anyway, that's all I got for now. Thanks for tuning in. I'll do another follow-up in about a week. I have to be off for another 4 weeks, at least 4 weeks, so I can build my stamina up. But we're looking good. See you later. Love as always. Bye.